everybody. Today we're going to try another one from Hop Butcher. This is Destination Moon. Mosaic, Chinook, and Simcoe hopped double India Pale Ale. 7.5% ABV. Love the artwork on this. It's got the moon with a whole bunch of craters with a telescope in one eye. Love Chinook too. I do grow that. I had 4 varieties of hops growing, and I tore, what was it, Cascade and Centennial out. The other one was Columbia and Chinook, and I kept both of them. I do like Chinook. That was probably the first hop that I brewed with that I kept brewing with. So this should be an interesting one. Date is 4/19, so 1 day over a month old. If you want to check out Hop Butcher's website, I will leave a link to it down in the description. For the Hop Butcher beers, they do put a hop on the back with some smells, taste. I will not look at that until we are done. But yeah, can art is the best. I'll probably keep this can. That's just me. 7.5, let's see. Okay, so they're just saying double IPA, Imperial IPA. So we'll see if this thing's cloudy or not. Obviously, brewery can call it whatever they want. Hop Butcher always puts India Pale Ale, but per Untapped. I don't know if they do it. I'm guessing they do, since a lot of these do have new releases. They go back and update it. But I know some breweries, some new beers, people put in. Like we went to a brewery around here, and what did we get? A flight of 12? And I would say 80% of them weren't even on Untapped, so I put them in there. But it does seem like Hop Butcher does put theirs in there, and they'll go New England IPA, double New England IPA, but they'll just say India Pale Ale on the can. That's why I check Untapped to see. But yeah, I would say this is a double IPA. Head, small, medium bubbles, they are kind of spread apart. The medium bubbles are popping. Finger of head, bubbles on the side are spread apart. Like bubble wrap. Color, it does have a touch of haziness to it. It's probably chill haze, but this beer's probably been out 30-35 minutes by the sweat on here. I would almost say golden yellow. Lots of bubbles coming up. I can make out the light box on there. I cannot see the bell sign in the back though. You're seeing probably more orange than I am. It's more of a golden yellow. Looks good though, double IPA. I would say so. Let's go ahead and smell. Spice passion fruit. I would go with fruit. I was thinking because of that Chinook, my Chinook IPA uses all Chinook, and that's more like a spicy citrus. I do get the spiciness, but I would say it's more fruit. Along, spicy passion fruit more than anything, which is throwing me off because, again, I was thinking citrus. Yeah, kind of a spicy, danky passion fruit. A lot of the times I'll say like dirty feet for passion fruit. That's kind of what this has, but there's some spiciness in there. Maybe some sweet malt. Like from that double IPA, you're going to use a little bit more malt, so some sweeter malt coming through there. It seems like that passion fruit is a little bit sweeter. That's why I'm saying the sweeter malt in there. Smells good. Let's go ahead and taste. Yeah, I get some like sweeter malt spice up front. Then when it gets to the middle of the palate, it's more like that passion fruit is kicking in, but like a tangy citrus on the back end. And the aftertaste, like my tongue on the outside, it's like tangy. I think it's a little thin for a double IPA. I don't think it's medium. Uh, Maybe 3/4 of the way to medium. There's a little bitterness in the aftertaste, uh, almost like it's a little too much bitterness. I don't know. Let's check. Yeah, they don't show the IBUs. Most of it's perceived. The perceived bitterness is high. I would say like 60, somewhere in there, 55 to 65, which seems like the bitterness is sticking out a little too much. For how light it is. Like, I don't know. It's weird. The body, I think, is a little too light for what the bitterness is. Like the tastes are there. The malt is maybe a little low. I know I was talking about this on the triple IPA one, but it seems like it's not balanced as well. Like it's almost like this is a regular IPA on the higher side, but with the West Coast bitterness. I would say like a tangy passion fruit, citrus in there, a little maltiness up front, light bodied. On this one, I would have to go with 3.75. I would like to see. I don't think it's balanced as well as it should be. I think maybe the flavors are muddled just a little bit, and the perceived bitterness is a little too high for the body. Let's check the back of this thing. Well, here, let's do this first, just to make sure. Let's see if adding the rest of the can makes a difference. Color is still the same. Yeah, chill haze on there. I can see the light box, everything like that. Yeah, same smell. That's better. Okay. So the body is medium. That did help it adding the rest in there. I do think now the bitterness matches the body. Thicker body, a little bit more bitterness, a little bit more maltiness. I think that helps balance it out some more. So I need to get bigger glasses so I can fit all this in here. I think that really helps. And I've done it with home brews a lot where I've made like a lower ABV than a higher ABV beer, but you can really tell a difference if you try this and have a smaller glass. That, like I said, that body wasn't even medium. Now it's there. It's like a medium body. It helps carry that bitterness through. I'm still not sure about the taste though. It's still like a spicy passion fruit with a little, I don't know, like danky tanginess in there. I think I've talked too much about this beer. Let's check the back. Dank berry. Now, I've said dankiness. I do not get berry. And when I think of berry, I have had some from them that I've really gotten that berry from, but not a dank berry. There's definitely dankiness in there. Light pine, yeah, tangy grapefruit. So I would say that's pretty close. I wouldn't say I said tangy grapefruit, but there's some tanginess in there. So I'm actually happy I called all those out. I think I get the light pine in the smell more than in the taste, but I think I did well on that one. Yeah, tangy grapefruit. Could be. I think adding the rest of that really mellowed this beer out. And I could keep going on, but I think I would have to go with a 4 out of 5 now. I think it's better. That body matches a double IPA, matches the bitterness. The bitterness doesn't seem as high now. So I definitely have to get bigger glasses that can fit this whole entire can in. But it's only 16 ounces, right? Yeah, 16 ounces. So I will look for bigger cans. Let's check Untapped real quick. None of my friends have checked it in. A little over 2,000 have checked it in. 3.99. So let's see what everybody's saying. Clean crisp. That is weird for a double IPA. Piney grapefruit. But they said... To the moon. Okay, this person is saying berry, Mosaic, and Simcoe funk. Now, that's hard. Mosaic is going to give you berry, but I still don't think the Mosaic in this double IPA is giving you that berry flavor. I know what they're talking about as I made that milkshake IPA with Mosaic and a blueberry milkshake IPA with Mosaic to get that berry flavor to come out. I don't think this has it. It definitely has the funk. And they gave it a 3.75. All citrus. Yeah, this is definitely one to pick up and try if you're a double IPA fan. But I believe if you're a double IPA fan, I think you're going to want a little bit more citrus. For me, this is what I like in my double IPAs. I don't want that over maltiness. That's almost too easy to make. I want those hops, that bitterness to fall into place to help everything out, and I think this does it. I would like to see like more citrus, more berry. I think the dankiness is there, and if they're going for danky berry, isn't that what they say? Dank berry. I think they need to up that. I think that double IPA grain bill is a little too much for that Mosaic. Maybe they need to add more Mosaic. It would be interesting if they would send me a recipe to use and I could play around with it to see if I could make the same thing or make something different. Because a lot of places will, well, I shouldn't say send you, but like Brewdog, they publish every recipe they make. If you're not using their equipment, you're not going to make their beer. Maybe I'll reach out to Hot Butcher to see if I can get the general recipe for something like this, to see if I could make like a 5-gallon batch and split it. Because I wouldn't have a clue. I'm dank berry. I'm not sure what's adding the dankiness. Maybe a humongous dry hop? Because the Chinook, we don't know the IBUs. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. We don't know the IBUs, but I'm guessing if these are the only hops used, they're probably using the Chinook in the boil. Could be wrong. That'd be a lot of Chinook though. Yeah, maybe I'll reach out to them and see if I can get kind of a recipe from them to see if I can get, make something like this. I'll make a couple small batches, then yeast could be different. It's going to be different. They could be using a house yeast. But just something to play around with that to see what we could get. But yeah, if you're into double IPAs, especially Chinook, something like that, Mosaic, definitely one to pick up and try if you can find it. Check some more videos out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.